Story time. When I was a teenager, about 13 or 14 years old, I was sitting at home alone watching TV when there was a knock on the front door. I answered the door. On the other side of the metal security screen door was a man that I'd never seen before. He said he was going around house to house selling cans of soup for charity. He had a single can of soup in his hand, nothing else with him, and didn't try to elaborate about which charity. He kept glancing over his shoulder at the other houses. I said I didn't have any money to buy soup. He asked if there was anyone else home who might be interested. I said nobody else was home. Suddenly his demeanor changed from mildly friendly to hard and serious. He glanced down at the doorknob of the screen door. I glanced down at it too, realized that it wasn't locked, and looked back up at him. I was immediately terrified. We just stared at each other for a second. He started to lift his hand, reaching for the doorknob. I didn't know what he wanted, but I knew he was about to open the door. He stopped with his hand on the doorknob. He was looking down past me. I turned my head to look too. The German Shepherd puppy my mom had given me, who was 6 months old now and had been asleep in another room when I'd answered the door, was standing next to me. His ears were up, a ridge of hair along his back was standing on end, teeth bared, and he was letting out a low growl. I looked back up at the man outside the door. He was holding the soup, other hand on the doorknob, and staring at the dog. Then he dropped the can, let go of the doorknob, turned and took off running. He bolted out the gate, down the driveway, and sprinted away down the block. I locked the security door and then went to check and lock every door and window.